Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome back to another episode of our channel. I did a mistake. I ordered the wrong part, unnecessary part for the repair, which I don't know what it is actually. I don't know what is the repair till this moment. It's a 2014 Toyota Camry. Customer's complaint, AC doesn't work. So I came to this shop. I'm usually here every day, if not every other day. They always have cars for me. I came and I checked the AC control, and I'll show you guys. So it doesn't matter when you have the key on or you start the vehicle. This is what you get from the AC. Nothing but a little backlight here on this screen. Nothing works. The flasher does work, but the AC, anything related to AC doesn't work, as you guys see. And so what I did, I came and I pulled up this wiring diagram. And I went to AC control, and I went to pin number 2, red. We should have 12 volts. So flipping it and using a DVOM. In my case, I'm using the power probe. Nothing but a voltmeter. Red. This is the red one. Right there, I have battery voltage. Exterior light. Pin number 6, white and black. That should be a ground. Number 6, white and black. All right, 1, 2. We said 2, the red one. 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a ground. And what else? I checked. Everything else is fine except this line line, which is 9 violet. So what I did, I did this number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one right here, and I have 11 volts. But this is a communication line. We should check it with a scope. That's why I have my scope set up. Let me bring you guys along. So I'm probing on this purple line, and what I have on my red lead is 11 volts, as you guys see. And but it's 11 straight. It's not 11 as in, message, like it should be 1 to 11, I think, for the length. So I went to, I switched camera quickly. I went to under there and I pulled the cover, and I got to the what they called is the AC amplifier module. There's a module right there. I had doubts about that line, so I'm like, let me see if it's getting it from the that should be a slave module, and the master is the amplifier. This is the line we're following, and it goes down here and it comes to pin 37 violet, and AC amplifier right side of the it is, if I'm not mistaken, I think is this one. It's either this one or that one, but so I checked it here. Let me get it. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Okay, so it is this one, the one next to the blower motor. And if you guys see, my probe is on that purple wire. It's pin 37. Hopefully you guys see it. Okay, and what we have the same thing, 11 volts. This is where the mistake happened. there was no message sent from that AC amplifier module to the AC control. And what I did, I told them it's a bad controller. They did actually got a used part from the junkyard. I think it was $100 or $125, which is actually this one that I'm checking right now. And as you guys see, we have the same thing. They called me, they said they installed the part is the same thing. I said, okay, let me come check it out. So I came and I did a quick check, and I think I found out that it's a CAN bus issue. We don't have a working AC amplifier control module, so we're definitely not gonna have a working controller. We might need this one, but we don't know yet. We don't have all the inputs to make a decision. We're missing the LIN message. We have voltage, but we don't need voltage. We need and I'll show you guys in the end if we find the problem. So now let's forget about the control and jump into the amplifier. And before I do this, I want to share with you guys the scan results for this vehicle. A lot of these codes because I disconnected stuff, so don't worry about it. But what is interesting here, right here, AC conditioner, no response. So we don't have any response from the AC condition module, whichever it is. I don't know which one yet. I have to look at the the diagram one more time and make a decision. I decided to take the module at its spot for a better reach, and here's my setup. This is the scope, and this is the diagram. And I do take time to set up everything for you guys, so please, if you like videos like this or appreciate my effort, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I always make videos like this. Said the first pin we're gonna check is the black. I am on a black one, and we have 12 volts. Black one is good. The white one, SOL plus. What is SOL plus? I don't want to trace it. Let's just probe to it to see what do we get. Nothing. What is that supposed to be? White one. Compressor assembly. Okay, not yet. The car is not running, so this is not our issue. 5 TAM. What is TAM? Temperature sensor. Okay, what else? What is that? The red one. Right, left, no. Violet, white. Okay, here, white and black, 14 gram. White and black right there. Well, that should be a ground. I have my power probe here. White and black. Okay, that's a ground. By the way, I just remembered something. When I was checking powers and grounds here, my ground was weak. It wasn't enough to light the test light. So what I did, you see that yellow one? I made my own ground, and I attach it to the wire, and I thought that's gonna fix the problem, but it didn't. Now I just remembered by probing to this ground. I don't know if this is a solid ground or not. I should go get the test light, but let's keep going. Okay, that's ground. We said, what is that B? The yellow one. Okay, the yellow one should be battery. Yellow one should be 12 volts. Yellow right here. Okay, and we do have a battery voltage, 12 volts, that red lead. Sorry for the glare. It's because of the light. I have too much light here. Alright, how about now? Okay, that's better. Okay, what else we have? BLW, I think the blower. What is that? Blower motor, yes. Blower motor. Okay. Okay, here these two we missed. I left them to the last. Pin 11 and pin 12. Violet and white computer data lines. So 11 and 12. Two violets. Okay, so this is the second one. 11. Okay. Let me bring the green channel to 12. So right now I'm checking the two communication lines, that purple one and the white one next to it, can high and can low, and we have a good signal, good healthy signal. If we stop it, zoom out if we can. I don't think, yeah, we can. There we go. That's a good signal. So in this case, since we checked powers, grounds and network on this module, and we also have an indicator, it's really hot. Let me see if I have something to show you guys. Right here, I want to show you guys. I'm shooting on the module over there, and I'm reading 120, 118, 120. It's really hot. Like when you hold it, if you hold it this and you just press on it a little bit, you'll feel the heat move to your fingers, and after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, now it's burning. It's burning me. I have to move my fingers away. I need a module. I need to replace this one. I'm calling this one bad. I'm back with the Toyota Camry. The shop owner called me. He said they got a module, they installed it, the screen came on, but the AC button is not working. So let's find out if this is correct or not, and if it is, we need to see what will fix this issue, and also let's see what changed since we replaced this module. Here's the junkyard module. As you guys see, this is the old one, and I haven't started the vehicle yet. I put the key on, and the difference now, we have data on the screen. Before we just had the white backlight. The other difference is I scanned the car to make the video short. Now we have air conditioner. Before we didn't have that. It was not responding, one of these. Third, let's see if we have a LIN signal. I already hooked up here, but I haven't probed over there because I forgot which pin was it, and I think it was purple. But let me go get the computer, and last thing we do is we start the system, see if we have cold air. It was pin 37 violet, correct, and it is right here next to the green one. See it? They're by themselves. And now we do have a signal, and as I said before, it should be 1 to 11 right here. It's a LIN signal, so 1 to 11 right here. This is about 1. Okay, and right here about 1 to 10.8, 11, 1.1, that's 1, and we do have a good healthy signal. Now we need to, what else changed? As I said, they said the AC light doesn't come on, but it does come on. Everything works fine. I want to start the vehicle. Another thing that changed, look, it's 111. The other day it got to 118, and I didn't run it for a long time the other day, but this one is 3111. Right now, let's go to the AC and see if we give a command here, see if the AC gets commanded. Okay, so I found these values in the engine control module. I'm about to start the AC right now. Auto and air condition signal came on. Air condition feedback value, I can't, either I missed it or I couldn't find the freon pressure sensor, the AC pressure sensor value. I want to look it up. I want to see if somebody played with the AC system. Let's go look at the AC compressor, see if it's kicking or not. As I said, the AC should be on right now. It's on low, but it's really hot. See it? Alright, so this is the pressure sensor, and we have 1.6 volt of reading, which should be good, which should be enough actually to make the AC compressor kick. The AC compressor is not kicking right there. The clutch is not engaged, and I think I need to get to that wire, see if we have a right there, see if we have a signal coming from the engine to turn it on. But before I do this, I looked at the live data. I was looking for this sensor, but what caught my attention, look at this, ambient temperature sensor, -10 Fahrenheit. Ambient temperature sensor is right here, and the car has a front collision. Look, and I see the sensors right there, laying right there, and it is plugged right there, red and green. It is plugged. I don't know why the wrong reading. We might have a bad sensor, but I'm gonna unplug it and see what happened. But I think I'm not sure if, look, that sensor being in the system, that it means Toyota has put it there as a factor. So why is it there? So when you put the, I think when you put the auto function, it has some saved algorithm or equation that will work the AC inside based on the temperature outside. Being -10, I don't think it's gonna kick any AC. It would be stupid to do. And the other thing that I noticed, I just can't get the AC. Only the AC, only AC. Like when I wanna turn the AC on, right? So this is for auto. I heard the engine changed RPM. No. Okay, back here. So what if I want to go manual? Pressing the auto is not gonna make it manual. So what do? You know, yeah, you either adjust your temperature or adjust your blower. Okay. So okay, let me go off and then start it like this. See if the AC compressor is gonna kick in. Where's the light? No, the AC compressor is still off. So on the green one we have ground, and on the red one we have a ground signal also. So let me disconnect it, see what signal I get. I think I'm missing one of them. Alright, so it's disconnected, and the red one has a ground, the green one has nothing. So the green one was getting its ground from the coil for that sensor. The sensor might be good. Let's go see why the green one has no voltage, no reading, no nothing. And FYI, with the sensor is disconnected, the value didn't change at all. Still minus 10 Fahrenheit. Another hint, by the way, you see over there it says outside and it says the letter E. That means error. I told the owner to buy an ambient temperature sensor, see if that's gonna change anything in the system. I came here and I checked this second. I'm probed on the second pin, and as you guys see, I have ground. Let me start the vehicle, and when I put the AC on, that's gonna change to voltage. All right. And that goes to the AC compressor. It has a plug on this side right there under that pipe right there, which changes to black. From white changes to black. It says SOL positive, and it should be white and black over there. I saw it should be negative. I haven't checked that one yet. Owner called me and he said he changed the ambient temperature sensor and we still have no AC, and I decided to use the snap-on this time for two reasons. One, I haven't used it in a long time. Second, I have used it on a Camry AC before, and I'm familiar with some of the features. Now, ambient temperature sensor, we still have a minus 10 Fahrenheit. So I don't know if this car has, it looks like it has two ambient temperature sensors in this case. I don't know what's going on, unless there's a cut in the wire somewhere. Over there it still says E Fahrenheit. Alright, I'm in the engine control module, and I think we did this before, but auto. Now this changed to on, off, on. Okay, so we do have a request to get into the engine control module to indicate the to turn the AC on, the AC compressor. Let me go. There's somewhere here I can work the AC compressor manually. I think it's in the heating and air condition, system test, customized setting, no, actuator test, magnetic clutch relay on off. Okay. It's getting cold. Let's go outside. Clutch is not working. Let's do off. This is off. On. RPM changes, but the clutch doesn't engage. Let me look at the wiring diagram one more time. I need to get to the wiring over there and see if we're getting a signal to turn the AC on. I lift up the car and I support it with a jack stand. Now I want to see these two wires, the black and white and black. I think the white and black should be ground. I'm using my power probe. Okay, that's a ground. And the black one should be 12 volt when AC is commanded. Let's go turn the AC on. This one right here, it says SOL plus, which is the same one that we checked before here at the pin number 2 at the AC amplifier. Let's go start the car. Alright, put the AC on auto. AC should be on. That's 13 volts, but it's a waveform. This is a waveform. Let me get the oscilloscope. Alright, so what I did, I put my red lead on that black pin on the AC compressor, and my green lead on that pin number 2, the white wire, which is the same one, by the way. They just change color. Over there, I think the connector, sorry, the connector is over there. It's IA8, I think. So it's the same one. I just want to see if it gets commanded, if it loses any voltage. Okay, alright, so what do we have here? I think we have identical. That's why it showed 6 volts or 7 volts, because it's a pulse width modulated signal like this, and it's exactly the same. So we have signal to the compressor. You see it? The red one is at the compressor, the green one is here. There is no difference between them whatsoever. So I'm gonna play this again, and let me stop this one. Leave just the red one. This is at the compressor, and now off, on. Alright, this is the on time for the compressor. Alright, that signal is good. What other factor we need over there? So reading about the heating and air conditioning, I usually don't do this, but I have to in this case. The ambient temperature sensor is a big factor in this auto mode, and for some reason I cannot activate the AC control by using just the AC like manually. So when it's on auto, it has to get some reading from the ambient temperature sensor. Our ambient temperature sensor right now reads -10, so I don't think, as I said before, I don't think a car would if you put on auto, I don't think a car would allow an AC in a -10 Fahrenheit environment. So we need to fix the ambient temperature sensor. I told the customer the other day we need one. He got one, and we got a replacement, but unfortunately we have the same thing. By the way, off camera, I went to tech stream and I connected it. I just want to make sure that there is no update. calibration file update for that module that we installed, the amplifier. There's a test we need to do here. This is what it is. This is the ambient temperature sensor, and this is the air condition amplifier at 2 pins 5 and 13. So what we're going to do, two things: measurement, and I did actually off camera, I did read the resistance of this, the old one 1.6 and the new one 1.5, and I think that should be good based on this table. And we have here, by the way, ambient temperature sensor, thermistor assembly, minimum. It's on minimum. It's on this one. As a matter of fact, it's on this one. It's like disconnected, so we have to find out what's going on. So we're going to read resistance and see if we are within specification. Right here, this is the old one, reads 1.3. I went and got this probing wiring, 1.3 kilo ohm. Yeah, kilo ohm. We are in a kilo ohm. Let me get the new one. And this is the new one, 1.6. Why does it read 1.6 to 1.8? What's the 77? Oh, because it was plugged, and it was closer to heat than this one. This one unplugged all the time. So I would say we use the old one. Next, we're going to check resistance of those two wires from the ambient temperature sensor to the AC amplifier. The two wires from pin 2 to 5 and pin 1 to 13, I think. Yeah, 2 to 5 and 1 to 13. Let's check resistance of those two pins. I lead on the pink one and the other lead on 2, which is the green. This one right here, green. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand.
This one I added full synthetic.
Alright, what do we have? 1.1 ohm, which should be good, I think. 1.1 ohm. Alright, let me switch to the other one.
This back, I never use original.
And here, switch to 13. 5, pink one, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Gray one. Alright. 1.4. What does it say here? It says below 1. We're right on the edge. 1.4, I think. 1.4 should be fine. Unless we have a bad connection here. Alright. Repair or replace harness or connector. Do you guys think that makes a difference? I mean, we can always jump it, bypass that original wire. Let's try 5 and body ground, and 13 and body ground should be. And no continuity. 5 and body ground. Check this out. 13 and body ground. We have 1 ohm of resistance. Let me try 5. 5 is the pink one. 5 is good. But 13 is the gray one. Is that one between the two whites? We have 1 ohm. Is it possible that we have a bad amplifier? 10 kilo ohm or higher. No good, repair or replace harness or connector. Which connector in this case? Okay, replace air condition amplifier assembly. Well, just make sure 13. Yeah, gray between two whites. 13. What now? It's if no good, repair or replace harness or connector. I don't think with the check harness and connect ambient temperature sensor, thermostat assembly, air condition amplifier assemblies. Oh, disconnect. That's, I didn't pay attention. Disconnect the I77 air condition amplifier assembly connector. Okay, now I think our reading is gonna be good. Alright, now from the beginning. 5, this pink one, we have nothing. With the ground, 13, this gray one, nothing. Okay, that's good, that changed. Now 13 with 13 with red. 13 with red.
Hello. From Benefit?
I'm calling to inform you that my G-rated balance.
13 with red. Am I connected? Yes, I am on 13. I don't have any reading. Okay. Alright, that might be our problem. But I had ground. Okay, so that's why we might have a cut here between this junction and the amplifier. Let me try the other one. 5 and the green. Let me go back to the green. Okay, we're on the green. Switch to 5. Let's see what happened. Alright. I need to bypass the other one. Okay, so what I did, I got the new one right here with 2 leads, and I gave it straight to 13 and 5, and we still have a minus 10 Fahrenheit, and we still have air over there. So based on our testing, what does it say? It says if everything is good, if all these values are good, which that's what we just did, and we checked these. If no good, repair or replace harness. If it's okay, replace air condition amplifier assembly. Alright, so I'm going to tell customer that we need another unit. That's my final call. I will update the case. This is the owner. This is the owner of the shop.
Camry.
Hi, YouTube. I want to give you guys a little update with the Camry. After after two of these from the junkyard, none of them worked, and the shop even had doubts about my diag, and I told them it's really simple. It's a module, wire, and a sensor. We have a brand new sensor and the old sensor. The wiring is good, the module is bad, and so they decided to borrow one from a working vehicle just to. I don't blame them, because after two used modules from the junkyard, and unfortunately they cannot return them. I mean, what can they do? They have to go with their suspicions. But they got one, as I said, borrowed from a car that was working. We installed it, and now when you do key on, the first thing you notice, we have temperature, and we didn't have cold air because the system had no AC in it. They're pulling a vacuum on it and then recharging the system. I think that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit that little bell, that notification for more videos like this. I really appreciate your time.